Is it necessary to have my thumb on the back of the neck for all chords? My hand doesn't seem to bend properly for certain chords. I've tried shortening and lengthening the strap to allow my hands to bend differently, but it's no help.
So in general, the question is, should I always have my thumb on the back of the neck?
Back of the neck for all chords.
Uh, well, okay, so you never want to do something all the time, right? There's never a blanket statement of we always want to do this or we never want to do this, right? We want to have freedom, and freedom means sometimes. Sometimes you want to do something, sometimes you don't want to do something. So if I'm going to play a chord, let's say I'm going to play, I don't know, an A bar chord. Well, my thumb's on the back of the neck. That's just because it's the easiest place for me to play an A bar chord. But if I play something like, I don't know, this is called a G major 7 chord. Well, you see my thumb? My thumb is not exactly on the very back. That's because if I put my thumb all the way right here, it makes the chord to me feel unstable. So if I move my thumb up a little bit, it gives these fingers a little bit more stability, so where I can feel better about playing the chord. Other chords, like let's say this open D chord, see where my thumb is? It's not on the back of the neck. If I put my thumb on the back of the neck for this open D chord, and a lot of people try this, these fingers feel so not uncomfortable, but uncontrollable almost. It's like it feels like you're walking across a tightrope, where you have to. It's like a balancing act. We don't want to have to balance. We want it to be easy. So D chord, the natural place to do it is put your thumb up here. It's so much easier to control these fingers.
I think the confusion is we teach that when learning to stretch and you're soloing or playing different notes, having your thumb in that position.
Yes.
Playing chords. I mean, there's some circumstances I've seen where you hit the low E string with your thumb. Yeah.
Yeah. So let me give you an example. So what you just said, Brock, is this is a D chord, like I said, and then maybe I want to hit the low E string. This is an F sharp note with my thumb. That's a certain chord, right? The other extreme is that if I put my finger on the back of my thumb on the back of the neck, like you said when we were playing scales, I think you're right that most of the time when we're practicing scales or scale patterns, we do want our thumb on the back just because it makes it easier to do this, right? It makes it easier to do this motion. So if I play this chord that looks something like what it looks like this, it looks kind of complicated at first. This is a G major 9 chord. Well, my thumb is exactly in the middle of the back of the neck because that's exactly how I would play the scales. So it really just depends on what it is that you need your fretting fingers to do, and you move your thumb around to help you to facilitate making those chords. And it's also a thing that it gets better over time. You don't you